I have a book in me. This is my friend, my brother.
Thank you, Kelly and Oliver.
I'm a multi-award winning best-selling author.
If you want to start a new business, I suggest you write the book on it.
God woke me up at 2:30 in the morning and I wrote a book.
Some of you got books already. Some of you got novels already.
The lead generator is the book.
You write a book, you leave a legacy to your children.
And I hope you guys listen to these guys so they know what they're talking about.
What's up, everybody? I'm the publisher, Mr. Kelly Cole.
I'm the writing coach, the relationship architect, Dr. Oliver T. Reid.
Welcome to Books-N-Brothas podcast. Thank you for tuning in again this week. It feels like we just did this yesterday, but we back at it, bro. So how you feeling, bro?
Pretty good, man. Pressing on. Busy, but man, gotta make it do what it do.
Gotta make it do what it do, bro. Hustler never sleeps, right?
That's right. How you doing?
You sleeping right now. I'm all right. I'm excited. Headed to Seattle tomorrow to celebrate my son's 21st birthday, bro. It's hard to believe that I have a son that's 21 years old, man.
Man, that's crazy. Man, the years just go, man. Fly by.
Fly by, man. There was many times where I felt like, or I didn't think we would make it, and here we are. He's 21 years old, living his dream, traveling all over the country, rapping the gospel. So I'm blessed. Blessed to be a part of that, man. So yeah, since it's late, we're recording this later than we normally do, bro. We're gonna jump right into it and kick it off. I'm gonna kick it off, and then we're just gonna talk about it. So our topic today is the benefits of becoming an author. And the first thing that I had down is that becoming an author brands you as an instant expert. So whatever your field is, whatever your topic of expertise, writing the book on it or becoming an author automatically brands you as an expert. And I shared this story before of how when I wrote my first book about Shark Tank, that it instantly branded me as an entrepreneur expert, and it gave me instant credibility, or transfer credibility from interviewing Damon John and Barbara Corcoran. And the very first week when I put it out and it hit the Amazon bestsellers list, I was able to get my first speaking engagement at Norfolk State University. And we talk about how they paid me to come, they paid my travel, and then I sold a bunch of books, and they took me to my favorite restaurant afterwards. So writing a book, tip number one, one of the benefits of becoming an author is a book brands you as an instant expert in your field.
Great concept, man. Great background on that. I think the first thing I want to hear with tonight is, or today, whenever they catch this podcast, is that one of the benefits of becoming an author is that you have living proof. So what I mean by that, you're live and you're doing your thing, but then you also can pull your book off the shelf. It's living proof. People Google you, it's living proof. People search for speakers, they search for your topic. We've said this many times before, but I like to put it this way: you are living proof. I like to say you are a book. You don't just write a book; you are a book. So when people book you, because you have that living proof, it's like you're not just saying it. You know, street terms, and you're not just saying, you're not just talking about it. You're being about it.
Yeah.
When you're that author, you never can take it away. And I want to throw you an alley-oop tonight, man. See if you're on your A game.
Okay.
You say, we're going to give a sneak peek. You always say when we're inside the book and mastermind class, you can't spell author without what?
You can't spell authority without spelling author first. So very powerful. Yeah, you can't spell authority without spelling author first. So becoming an author makes you an authority. Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. So, okay. The next one I got, it creates several new income streams. Like we talked about this. The first one it creates is speaking engagements. Like, listen to me. The book is just to introduce them to you. It's to introduce you to the market. It's to make you an authority. But I'm telling you, the speaking engagements is the way that you get paid. So it creates several new income streams. So for speaking engagements, You could turn it into a workbook like you've done with your thing. You could create a game like you've done with your thing. You can create T-shirts like you've done with your thing. You can create applications, mobile applications. You could do so many different things. A book opens up. You could do your own workshops, your own conferences. You could do your podcast. You could do so many different things that you could do with a book. It opens up unlimited streams of income.
I love it, man. You hit on the hit because I was just saying about a conference. I'm flying out 5 a.m. in the morning to do a conference that came out of a book.
Yeah.
Flying out to Indiana in the morning to do, it's later on that night, but it causes you, because you've written something down, you can use it in so many multiple streams, and those streams turn into rivers, man. The rivers are opportunity. I think the other thing that I would say that's a benefit of being an author is that you have documented history. We talk about, like a legacy. We talk about it's a legacy not only for you, but it's a legacy for whatever field you're in. So say you're in a architect field, and you write a book about becoming an architect, or whatever. Now you're not only using that for speaking engagements, they can also get it in what we call book sale and get it into a library and teach a course off of it.
Yeah.
We've been invited to actually do something later on in Florida where we're going to be invited to talk to clinical practitioners.
Yeah.
Because we have a book on communication, or we have a workshop on communication, on writing and getting this stuff out of your head. So I think it's going to be clinical entrepreneurship or something like that, clinical entrepreneurship panels. So you can actually become a part of a class, a curriculum, as well as a documented history. So certain things that I've written that it's timestamped. It's every time there's a book and it's placed in the Library of Congress, it's a document.
Yeah.
That's a historical document. So you make history every time you write a book.
Dope. Yeah, good stuff. And it's evergreen. Like, when you think about how many, like the books that I have written, I think about how they will apply, like my children's children will be able to go back and read my books. When you talk about legacy, they'll be able to get, the information that I shared. When you think about books like Think and Grow Rich, who has been around for thousands of years, man, and people still reading that book every day. It is one of the most recommended books that any entrepreneur should read. It's called Think and Grow Rich. But the information is evergreen once you write a book. So yeah, bro, I agree. All right. Next one I had was writing a book gives you a product to sell at speaking engagements. We talk about this all the time. If you are a speaker and you do not have a book, you're leaving hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table. Guaranteed. Yes. Bro just did his event last week. We sold out of books.
Yes.
We sold out of books. And guess what? When we sold out of his books, they were buying the workbook. But the people who bought the book, when we had books, they bought the book and the workbook. So instead of a $15 sale, you made a $30 sale by having multiple streams or multiple versions of the book. You get what I'm saying? So because he had the book and the workbook, most of the people who came up, they bought both of them. When we sold out of the book, I was selling them the workbook.
Yep.
So a book gives you something to sell after speaking engagements, and you do need the book. If you're doing any type of public speaking and you don't have a book, I'm telling you, you're leaving hundreds of thousands. Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. I think that's so important because once you got to have something to sell. You say about you talk about something for years that really triggered something in me. You say you have to be seen to sell. So being able to be seen, which leads me to my third benefit is this: the book goes before you. It's a forerunner. A lot of times they don't know me, they don't know Kelly Cole. Yeah, but our books go before. Somebody saw the book, somebody heard about the book. Yeah, I'm doing an engagement in March. It's a marriage conference. And it's one of those things where people heard about the book, they heard about the game, they heard about the workbook, and was like, hey, can you come and speak? So before I even step foot or even knowing these individuals, my book had introduced to me or connected me to them. So with being an author connects you to a world wide web of people. that will actually, it'll go before you, man, and it will kind of give
Yeah.
you opportunity. And we talk about this all the time, set you apart. It separates you from the pack.
Yes.
Because you are now an author and usually an expert, but it also, that book will speak for you. It'll speak for you. You ain't got to say nothing. You can just actually write the book and it will actually speak for you.
For sure, man. Great point. Because think about it. The book, what was the book? Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Mhm.
Nobody knew who Robert Kiyosaki was.
Mm-hmm.
But the book got passed around, that title. I just kept hearing about it. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. But nobody knew who Robert Kiyosaki was, man. So, yeah, the book, I agree, man. The book goes before you, man. It opens up doors. I always say this. A book is the key that will unlock the door to everything you have ever wanted.
That's true.
How do I know that? Because it has been that key for me. It has been that key for our clients. It has been that key for you. It has been that key. The book is the key that will unlock the doors to everything you have ever wanted. All right.
Yes.
My last one I had was a book will open up doors to countless opportunities that wouldn't be available if you did not have a book. All right. Now, I'm going to explain that. If I'm putting together a conference or a workshop, I want experts on my panel. I want experts speaking to my people. And how are you an expert if you don't have a book? Like the book, I'm telling you how important the book is. It will open up so many opportunities that would not be available if you didn't have a book. I'm telling you, almost every one of the speaking engagements I received was because it was connected to a book. And and because I have a book, at any weekend, I can set up shop anywhere and do a workshop, do a conference. I can do a book signing. I can go to the flea market and sell my books.
That's right.
I always have opportunity and I always have product. If I wanted to, I can hit every beauty salon, every barbershop with my books. Especially if I have something written that will help that particular demographic. So, and think about it this way too. I always tell people, I always break things down in simple mathematics. And a lot of people, we talked about this, a lot of people talk about they need an extra job. You just need to finish your book. I'm going to give you an example. So if you just focused and you sold, let's see, if you just sold 6 books a day, okay, if you had a book and you focus and you sold 6 books a day and you said, I'm not going to sleep until I sell 6 books, that's an extra $3,000 a month.
Wow.
For most people, that's more than their mortgage. So you're telling me writing a book could pay for your mortgage, pay your mortgage payment.
Wow.
It's that simple, bro. All right, bro, you got it.
Yeah, one of the things I would say, man, is that the book, actually, this is what I love about writing a book. And I'll explain just exactly what you're saying, Kelly, on the other side to put it in plain terms.
Okay.
I'm flying out to go to Indiana to speak at an event that came out of a book. But I'm also piggybacking on a second event that I'm not even going to be speaking at just to be able to sell my product. So I'm just going to be a vendor in that same weekend at a bigger event than mine. Right. And all I'm doing is just selling my book. So what I'm saying is that the book gives you opportunity to piggyback on certain things. You don't have to be the main keynote speaker. You don't have to be the person throwing the conference. Like Kelly was saying, you can go to every store, every person, or just say, hey, cross-search. On Eventbrite, on Google, look for certain things and say, I just want to be a vendor and post up. I might spend $100. I'm happy to do this for free. I'm not paying anything to be a part of me selling. So whatever I make, even if I sell 10 books or 5 books,
profit,
that's going to be 100% residual because I didn't have to pay to get in. A lot of times people are not even going to charge you a lot of times to be a vendor. Yeah. Sometimes they will, but sometimes they just need your expertise or need your book in the room. And you can actually go and research whatever topic you wrote your book on and look at the events that's happening. But I'm just looking at, you can also piggyback. So there's Olympics going on in this specific city, and you're a fitness trainer. You just might want to set up and just book to all the athletes that's going to be there. So looking for whatever the events, subject areas around your specific hot topic. And you can just be a vendor. So don't even think about it, I got to speak all the time. It's just, hey, I just need to be in the room. And can I sell?
Good stuff, bro. Yeah, so some great tips you just dropped there. Go to Eventbrite, look in your city, look for events, or even if you're traveling to a city, go to Eventbrite and see what events are going on if you can be a vendor. You also got Facebook events. Right? Where else can you find events? You can find events on Craigslist, but just keeping your eye open and looking for events that you can
Instagram.
become a vendor. Yep, Instagram. Oh yeah, great Instagram tip. You can search for the hashtag vendors wanted. Click on that and it'll show you to bring up all the flyers and events where people are looking for actual vendors. So great tip. So those are the benefits of becoming an author. A few of them. We have so many different more, but yeah, those are a few of them we want to share today. So announcements real quick. So Book It Masterclass. We have moved the date. We're now switched the date from Atlanta. We're going to be in Atlanta on April the 4th. So go ahead and get your tickets. All of the people who already purchased their tickets, we do have them on hold. So we do have a limited number of tickets left. So go ahead and get your tickets. We got it done. I mean, we got it moved over to that same place. All you need to do to get your tickets is go to bookitmasterclass.com. bookitmasterclass.com, and we'll have the link below this video, or if you're listening to the podcast, we'll have the link in the actual show notes. All right, now, if you want to book us for speaking engagement, one-on-one coaching, or if you want us to publish your book, shoot us an email at Books-N-Brothas.com. Books-N-Brothas@gmail.com. I'm sorry, Books-N-Brothas@gmail.com. Make sure you're subscribing to us on YouTube, following us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you're listening to your podcast. Make sure you're following us and you're subscribing. Help us get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube so we can monetize our YouTube channel. All right, bro, you got any final remarks or final words?
Nope, and just make sure we do it, get it done, no matter what. Just like we're getting the show done tonight, no matter what it looks like, what you got to go through to get it done, you got to tell yourself you got to get it done. There's so many excuses. And I want you to fight that temptation inside of you, because sometimes that temptation, I don't know who that's for, but I can just say sometimes it's better to take that shortcut. You know, just be like, man, I'll do it next week, next month. And it never comes.
Yeah.
I'm speaking to that author that I'm talking, that future author, or the author that have existing products. You know, don't talk yourself out and say, I'll do it next month, next year, whenever. You're never going to do it until you do it.
That's true. Yeah. Let's be honest, bro. Most of them, their book is already done.
Yep.
They don't even know it. Their book is already done. They're already sharing Facebook quotes. They're already sharing, writing different stuff daily on Facebook and sharing it. Just take all of those quotes in your what is it called? What is it called?
Feed. Your feed.
Not your feed, but your intellectual property, like that you're already putting out there. Go ahead and turn it into a book, and so you can start making money from it. All right, bro. So we're gonna end on our favorite quote. You don't have to get it right.
You just got to get it going.
All right, bro. Hope you have an amazing weekend, bro. I love you, man. Talk to you
too. Tell my nephew I love him, man. Happy birthday.
All right, bro.
All right.
I have a book in me. This is my friend, my brother.
Thank you, Kelly and Oliver.
I'm a multi-award winning best-selling author.
If you want to start a new business, I suggest you write the book on it.
God woke me up at 2:30 in the morning and I wrote a book.
Some of you got books already. Some of you got novels already.
The lead generator is the book.
You write a book, you leave a legacy to your children.
And I hope you guys listen to these guys so they know what they're talking about.